Good day everyone. We are Group 8 and we are here to discuss the result of the social media sentiment analysis of our product iPhone 13. Our report is guided by the following contents. First, we are going to discuss the background of the product, followed by the social media reports from the platforms of Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. We are also going to discuss the stats and customer sentiments, which is divided into 4 parts: the number of likes and followers, negative, positive, and neutral reviews, time frame, and charts. We are also going to show you the MS Excel workbook, which contains our raw data, and lastly, the conclusion and recommendations. Background of the product. The Apple company has introduced the latest iPhone 13 series on September 14, 2021. These are Apple's newest iPhone with updated cameras, new colors, smaller notches, and faster A15 chip. It is a smartphone for everyone not looking for a specific feature. The iPhone 13 series include iPhone 13, iPhone 13 mini, iPhone 13 Pro, and iPhone 13 Pro Max. iPhone 13 also offers various colors for you to pick. For iPhone 13 and iPhone 13 mini, they have red, starlight, midnight blue, and pink. And for iPhone 13 Pro and iPhone 13 Pro Max, they have graphite, gold, silver, and Shammara blue. Now let's talk about the storage of iPhone 13. The whole iPhone 13 series has a storage of 128GB, 256GB, and 512GB. And for iPhone 13 Pro and iPhone 13 Pro Max, Apple even offers the 1TB options, so you can enjoy your precious moments like photos and videos without limitations. The camera of iPhone 13 is the most advanced dual camera system ever on iPhone, with a new wide camera with bigger pixels and sensor shift optical image stabilization. Not just that, iPhone series also has a higher capacity battery that enables you to enjoy yourself on different social apps from up to 17 to 28 hours. Social media reports. Here are the reports that present and track the relevant data about iPhone 13 from various social media platforms, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. The sentiments are divided into 3 parts, which are the positive sentiments, negative sentiments, and neutral sentiments. According to the data and sentiments we collected from Facebook, most of the iPhone 13 users leave positive feedbacks about the new features of the product, long-lasting battery, aesthetic phone design, video quality, and editable widget design, while the negative sentiments are about the notch display, camera's autofocus, unresponsive touchscreen, lack of security, and software bugs. We also collected neutral sentiments from Facebook about the screen display. Some of the users are Samsung lovers, fast charging, screen protection, and camera sensors.
Twitter. There are percentage and sentiments. The sentiments are positive, negative, and neutral. Now the percentage are positive 27.62%, negative 33.92%, and neutral 38.46%, a total of 100%. Here we have the positive things that most of the people says about iPhone 13. First is rear camera and ultra-wide lens. Phone satisfaction, best for gaming, high resolution, phone weight, and design. There is also number of sentiments. The number of sentiments for rear camera and ultra-wide lens are 18, phone satisfaction 22, best for gaming 13, high resolution 16, phone weight and design 10, with a total of 79 number of sentiments.
For the social media report of Instagram, we've collected a total of 77 sentiments. 53.25% of it, or 41 sentiments, is positive. 27.27% or 21 sentiments is negative, and 19.48% or 15 sentiment is neutral.
Let's move on to YouTube, and here are some reports and comments from iPhone 13 users. First, according to Clarissa Baker, I came from 7 to 13 after almost 3 weeks of using I feel it's a nice upgrade. The camera quality is excellent. The screen is much nicer to look at. This one is also a positive comment. The second user, Cormac, he said that I find my phone is at 70% after a day of work. So starting from 8:30 to 4 and it's still able to last the evening with constant use. From third user, the motivational speaker said that even when I'm at home for most of the day, I only plug my phone in at night because at the end of the day, I usually have anywhere from 40 to 20% left. It's honestly pretty amazing. Also, when I have to be on the move for 10 hours with school and sports, constantly checking my phone or listening stuff, it really helps to have the amazing battery. Plus, this is all while running promotion. Very impressive. So, another positive comment here from the motivational speaker. And the last one, according to John Weiss, he said that I recently got the iPhone 13 and for anyone wondering, it is totally worth it. The camera is amazing. The main reason I wanted iPhone 13 and the display is amazing as well. Blacks are truly black. It looks like part of screen are off. The only complaint I have is even though portrait mode is great, on pets I notice it can blur off parts of their face, and with cinematic mode it can do the same. Otherwise, great phone, worth the price. So here are some comments, positive comments or perspective from iPhone 13 from this YouTube platform.
Here are the total numbers of likes and followers of the product iPhone 13 from the social media platforms of Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. As you can see from the table, iPhone 13 got the highest number of likes and followers from YouTube. On the other hand, iPhone 13 got the least number of likes from Twitter and the least number of followers from Facebook.
So, based on the summary of sentiments that we've collected in 4 social media platforms, we have the highest positive sentiments collected in Instagram with 53.25%. The highest negative sentiment we've collected is in Facebook with 36.63%, and the highest neutral sentiments we've collected is in Twitter with 38.46%. The lowest positive sentiments we've collected is in Twitter with 27.62%. The lowest negative sentiments we've collected in social media platform is in Instagram with 27.27%, and the lowest neutral sentiments we've collected in these 4 social media platforms is in Instagram with 19.48%.
For our group to be successful in our social media sentiment analysis, we decided to gather data and sentiments dated September 24, 2021 to October 28, 2021.
Now, let's go on with charts. In this chart, you can see 4 boxes which contain Twitter sentiment, Facebook sentiment, Instagram sentiment, and YouTube sentiments. Okay, in the first chart, which contain Twitter sentiments, we can see that there are more neutral opinions and feedbacks, while the positive and negative ones are just the same. Next chart, Facebook sentiments. Negative opinions outweigh the positive ones in a very small difference only. Also, the neutral opinions. Next is Instagram sentiments. Positive opinions and on Instagram prevail over negative and neutral ones. We will go on to the next one, which is the YouTube sentiments. The positive and neutral feedbacks are pretty just the same, followed by the negative feedbacks. We go on with the next chart, which is the summary sentiments. Summary of sentiments. In the Twitter, there are between 20% to 40%. The neutral ones are leading, followed by the negative, and then the least opinions in Twitter are positive ones. Facebook sentiments, there are at the 20% to 40%. The negative ones are leading in a small difference against the positive, followed by the neutral opinions. In Instagram, the positive ones are at the 40% to 60%, followed by the negative ones in 20% to 40%, while the neutral opinions are at the 0% to 20%. Lastly, in the summary of sentiments, we have YouTube. All of the opinions, positive, negative, and neutral, are in the 20% to 40%. Now let's go on with the next chart, which is the likes. Likes. In Facebook, there are 3,044 who like the iPhone 13. Next, in Twitter, there are only 103 likes. And in Instagram, there are 1,037 likes. And the highest like that the iPhone 13 got is in YouTube with 202,000 likes. And for the last chart, it is the followers. In here, we will know which social media have the most followers of iPhone 13. First is the Facebook. The followers of iPhone 13 in Facebook are 3,221. Next, in Twitter, we have 12,800 followers. In Instagram, it have 13,000 followers. And lastly, the social media that have the most followers of iPhone 13 is the YouTube, that have 15,400,000 followers. That's all. Thank you.
Let's move on to our last part of our presentation in conclusions and recommendations. This study, or our study, was conducted to determine the efficacy and quality of the iPhone 13 in terms of customer service by gathering data across all different social media platforms. This study allows us to understand the various perspectives on the iPhone 13 brand in the phone industry and other corporate brands, and how they work to capture more and more customers for a large customer base. The result of this study indicates the overall quality of the product, and future research may integrate these dimensions used in the quality management literature to examine how these tend to influence customers' evaluations to stay or leave a product brand by giving their feedback. And lastly, according to the result of the social media sentiment report, most of the iPhone 13 users give positive feedback about the long-lasting battery life and the quality of the camera, while most of the negative feedbacks of the users are about the unresponsive touch screen and the iPhone's cellular connectivity and security. That's for our conclusion. Let's move on to recommendations. Based on the conclusions of the study, here are several recommendations to be considered. iPhone 13 set of issues on its new features that are needed to fix. Some of the common issues being reported by iPhone 13 owners include widget bugs, Apple Music bugs, overheating when running apps, iPhone 13 activation problems, high standby battery drain, touchscreen not responsive, and etc. Second, product restrictions and limited quantity need to be changed to increase the number of users of their new product. Apple limits bulk online purchases of iPhones amid coronavirus supply constraints. Apple has limited the number of iPhones one customer can buy from its online store to 2 devices per model per person. And that's for all in our presentation. Thank you and God bless.